All right. This is the famous Mark Jensen.
What's up?
You want to tell us a little about yourself?
My name is Mark Jensen. I recently met an amazing man named Aaron Peterson.
Oh, boy.
My mind has been blown ever since. I'm a commercial real estate broker based in Salt Lake City, Utah. People are chiming in. This is awesome.
Yep, you're good. Yep.
Aaron's famous anyways. This is great. But
No.
I'm a commercial real estate broker based in Salt Lake City, Utah.
Wait, one second. You know what Mark told me? This is so funny. So Mark literally told me, this is his office in downtown Salt Lake City, okay? We're going to walk over to his office. Mark is like huge network. The biggest thing about commercial real estate is it's all about the network and the people that you know, all the properties available. I'm walking around his office like I own it. Sorry, Mark, I apologize. So as I literally stand in his office over here, and I'm going to show you Salt Lake City from the top down. So here is Salt Lake City from the top down, right? Hey, Mark, can you point to which properties you developed out here? So look here, right here, right? Look right here. Can you point to which ones you've developed?
We have downtown 360 for sale, which is west of Pioneer Park. We've been involved in probably 6 or 7 projects. A lot of ours are east. You can see Gateway Mall over there to the west. We've worked on a couple of projects out there.
Okay, so why is this all important, right? So as I'm talking to Mark asked me a question that usually I ask other people. And that question is, Aaron, so we're working on the affordable housing thing already.
Yep.
And we're not ready for it, but we're getting close. But he says, Aaron, what's the one thing that, happens with your agents all the time that you can't help them on? And you know what the number one thing is?
Hi, Emily.
That's right.
That's awesome.
Agents literally come. Emily's in Wichita, Kansas.
Nice.
So the number one thing that always happens is an agent will come to us and say, Aaron, I know this guy that said we can put our containers on his property for free. He'll just let you put them for free. We could open up a depot there. I get this all the time, and it pains me that it makes no sense logistically to ever do this, ever. So Mark said to me, it was the best idea I've ever heard, honestly. Mark says to me, Aaron, do they own the land outright? And I'm like, I don't know, maybe they do. He's like, well, if they own the land outright, I have a software that only commercial people usually have that's literally, how much a month?
I pay $2,000 a quarter.
$2,000 a quarter for the software. He can go in and he can take the people's property and he can see what the value is of it. And then you guys as agents, can give them containers on their property that they're going to then rent out those containers. Now, they're going to leverage their properties that we're hoping are paid off in full. And that way, as they make income on the properties, they will pay off the containers and continue to make additional money and additional income. So here's the coolest part. As soon as we're done with this live video, in the comments, we're going to write the Craigslist ads or the Facebook marketing ads or anything else for all of the agents on exactly what you're going to post. So you're going to post things like, do you currently own land that you're not making money on? Do you currently outright own land that you're not making money on? And if you are, we have a program where you can post container space for storage on sparefoot.com, and you can rent out the containers on sparefoot.com, and we will help provide you locks and Bluetooth locks for your storage units. And we even have the little contracts that you can send these people of how to rent out these units anywhere on their property. And it's just like it was a storage unit, right? And so here's the thing. They don't have to come out of pocket for the money as long as they own the land outright. Now, if they don't own the land outright and they can come out of pocket for the money, great, they're going to come out of pocket for the money. But if they own the land outright, we literally can pull it up in the system. We're going to have a team that's going to do this because I know right now if Ryan, man, what was his name? Ryan, the twins, Robert and Ryan, Lexi would know. Man, I can't think of it. Anyways, if Ryan called me right now, there's a guy in Indiana that has probably called 1,000 agents and said, hey, I got a property that's free and clear, a 6,000 square foot building, free and clear. I just want 30 acres, 30 containers to rent out at my building. And so when Mark was telling me this, I'm just thinking to myself, oh my gosh.
Cash flow.
This is huge. Oh, there's a hat. No, it's funny. So what's crazy, whenever I go and meet people, what's crazy is it all comes together, right? And so He literally says to me, Aaron, you got to wear this hat. What's the guy's name?
Grant Cardone.
And-
People know Grant.
Who's Grant Cardone if they don't?
He's a big real estate guy. He wrote the book 10X.
10X.
He's a big sales expert.
Oh, I think I've seen him on Facebook with 10X.
Yeah.
So he literally says, Aaron, you got to wear this hat when you do this thing. So this is what the landowners are going to have. Cash flow, right? So Reed, yes, Jody, it was Reed, Ryan Reed. Ryan Reed has a guy in Indianapolis he'll send us right now.
Yep.
But there was a guy in Florida that had like a racing park that wanted to do this. I mean, think about how many calls you have that already come in and people asking this all the time. Except for now, what we're going to do is we're literally going to change just one of your ads out of 5 or 10 that you post, just one of them. I want you to post. It's going to be crystal clear. Do you currently own property free and clear that you don't make money on? Man, I love it.
Walk them through, like, if somebody has land that's going to be developed, somebody can have short-term cash flow too, because you guys can drop the containers, lease them out. But you were telling me...
No, here's the thing. We're not going to lease them out. We're going to post and we're going to teach the people how to do it, and even on the short term, and how to do it on spare foot and everything else. So we're going to become that, and then the people are going to come back and buy for more. Now think about this. The container's going to get delivered, right? And then the people are going to be like, okay, great. And they're going to tell their neighbor about it. I guarantee they're going to tell their neighbor about it, or their friend who also owns a bunch of land, and they're going to call you too. Right? So tell me about the developed land, though, like next to the freeways, what happens all the time?
Like, think about the temporary aspect of it. I mean, people are looking to build storage across the U.S. We were talking about it earlier. In a down market, people have to store their stuff. In an up market, they're buying toys, they have to store their stuff. Storage units, the reason that the storage REITs, right? You got extra space storage. The number one performing REIT in the U.S. last 15 years is a storage unit company. People wouldn't necessarily know that. But now we have an opportunity to bring that temporary cash flow to people. Even if you had a house, but behind it you're thinking about building a barn someday, but right now you want to bring in some cash flow, put one of your 4-bangers back there and lease them out. You know, this is an opportunity for everybody. It's basically bringing storage opportunities and cash flow opportunities to anybody that has any land they can put a storage unit on. I mean, my mind has just been blown talking to Aaron at the possibilities of this, because my family owns land in 2 places. We literally have been trying to figure out what to do with it. I primarily do multifamily apartment development and stuff like that, but this isn't an area anybody wants to live, but people will drive to store, and it's going to be a blessing to my family, because now we're going to be able to drop those on there, work through the space, get them leased up, have some cash flow.
So that's cool. That's cool. I'm going to tell him, though, I want him to share a little bit of what we're working on with affordable housing. We're not there yet. I'm going to tell you that. We're not there yet. But this came up as a little side note. Like, I was like, dude, let's get to market first. Let's solve some problems. What are the things that you need? And then he asked me, well, Aaron, what are the things that you always run into? So give me the breakdown on why affordable is so cool. So right now, we just called today the cost to stub something out. Okay, go ahead. What was that?
I was just going to show them the books.
Nice, there you go.
Got me all excited about
design. The big thing with affordable housing is the land costs money. And a lot of people in an up market want to get a lot for that money on that house, right? Or that stub. And so to get it stubbed and built is how much?
Yeah, so the notes that we took, you're basically going to be between $20,000 and $30,000 to get a lot stubbed and hooked up.
So that means that it's developed and ready to build a house. $20,000 to $30,000. Oh, look, Gretchen Gunn just came on, and her husband owns a construction company called Gunn Construction. And so I guarantee Gretchen Gunn's like, yep, $20,000 to $30,000 stubbed for ready to be sold. So that's before you even put a house on it. Yep. Okay, so then how much is it going to be for the house?
So you tell me on the pricing side, but you mean like for rent, for sale?
For sale, let's say it was for sale, just as an example.
Well, I mean, in my market, in the Wasatch Front, in the state of Utah, our average home price right now is about $220,000. And the reason we're so excited about the affordable housing, and why I was so grateful to be introduced to Aaron, is that affordable housing is a global crisis. You cannot build enough homes for people that need homes to live in them. And we've said for years, if you can build a home, rent it for $1,000 or sell it for $125,000 and make money, you'll be a billionaire. And Aaron has the scale and the ability to do that with you guys through these storage container homes that he's been working on.
But here's the thing. I don't want to be a billionaire. And I'm being honest. I don't want to be a billionaire. I know. This guy, he may want, here's what I want. I want to teach a ton of agents how to make a ton of money. That's what I want, honestly, because every day I have 1,000 ideas. And every week, 1,000 more ideas. 1,000 more ideas come across my desk. So if we can solve affordable housing, that's going to be freaking cool. And if all of you are selling the ability to sell $125,000 deal in a market that usually would sell a $225,000 deal, we're going to have a whole lot of opportunities, I think.
Absolutely. Well, let me back up. The 125 would be like with probably 30 to 40 plus thousand in profit, because you're going to be 20 to 38 for infrastructure. And then depending on the homes that Aaron's been working on with his architects to put together the layouts and pricing, you're going to be anywhere from $60,000 to $80,000 for something pretty unbelievable. So I'm just stoked for you guys. It's such an awesome opportunity. And affordable housing has been really close to me, because in Utah, we just have so many families that are struggling to make ends meet. And one of the most exciting things about meeting Aaron is obviously the opportunities that you guys.
Tell me about the barista. The reason got you on this. What about this barista?
I went to Nordstrom Cafe with my wife, and we got a hot chocolate. Don't judge me, but I just got a hot chocolate. And I was talking to the barista because she was pretty upset. You could tell that she had been crying, and I just said, "What's going on?" And she basically just told me this story about how she and her husband, they're a young couple, and they can't get ahead. And I said, well, where do you rent? And she was like, well, I currently rent from my, like a family member in a basement for $1,000 a month. And I'm thinking, you're at $1,000 a month and you can't get ahead, and you guys are paycheck to paycheck. That's never going to end. That's a treadmill. And I just thought, I came to Aaron and just said, man, if we could figure out we could build something really nice, a great community though, and provide a great product for a value, we're going to just bless so many people's lives. And
you can say that and make so much money and bless people's lives. That's okay.
Yeah, it's a win-win-win, right?
Yeah.
Like if normally they'd buy a house for $220 and they can't afford a house till they save up, we give them a house for less. They get a great product, a great opportunity.
So did you see what I did in the crew page the other day? I said, if you guys know anybody that's a contractor, we need them nationwide, right? We need contractors nationwide. If you're an agent that sells containers, then you get first right of refusal for that state. If somebody comes and they try and buy a container, or they want to do a container home and they don't have something themselves to do a container home, they don't have it right then, we literally will go to one of those agents and we'll say, hey, we have somebody that can build it for you, and that contractor will get that job.
Yeah.
And the agents have the first right of refusal. And so that's where Mark's saying is like, the network that we have is so amazing. All of you guys are so amazing. If we don't have areas on the map that are going to show up that have contractors, reach out to contractors and say, hey, this is what we're currently doing. And I guarantee everybody that Mark's put on the phone has said, I'm on board. When can we do this? And he knows a ton of people. And so, it's just going to build your networks that much more. So it's really exciting. But once again, what was really cool is we've been working on this for about a month, and I don't want Mark to get bored, and I want him to stay somewhat excited. And so I literally said, how do we get to capital now? We're not ready to release these yet. We're excited about them, but we're not ready to release these yet. So what could we possibly do now? And I said, so what do you need help with right now that maybe you could do? And I said, well, what do I need help with? Okay, and it's literally this. So I'm going to write the ads in the comments with Mark right now of what we're looking for. If they own their land outright, we will literally deliver containers to them. We just need the parcel number. And so we're literally going to put that in there so you guys know the questions to ask, your script, all that stuff. I'll write that. It'll be in the comments. So we need the parcel number. But if they want to, your ads alone, there you go.
I pull this up and we know how big it is and what it's worth.
Yeah. So then, we'll just wrap it up and be short. I'll get all those out so everybody can start posting them and getting their ads. And when you get the interest, we need that parcel number, and then we can look it up and quantify what it's worth, and then we'll be able to either get them units on a cell, or if they want to just have them, we can do that as well. So anyways, I'm super excited about this product. So let's look real quick where we're from. Everybody name where they're from before we get off real quick. Let's see. Destiny Wren is from Idaho. Christy's from Denver. Mark Peterson is from Idaho. He's a money guy too.
Hey, my family's originally from Pocatello, Idaho, so I love it up there.
I bet they know you. I bet some of our agents know.
There's plenty of Jensens
Wait,
in Idaho.
what's the property your people own, or your people, your family owns?
People.
What's the property your family owns up there?
Well,
the mall? That's Ogden.
We own wall-to-wall flooring in Ogden, Pocatello, and Idaho Falls. If you
Falls.
If you guys ever need carpet, let me know. I get cost plus 10 for family and friends. But,
nice.
We do have land up there.
John calls my vice president of operations in Heber. What's up, John? I don't know where Sue's
Tons
from.
of vacant land in
Oh, look, Salt Lake City, Pennsylvania. Oh, here they go right now. Okay, Idaho, Utah, Montana, Parker, Colorado, North Salt Lake, Pennsylvania, nice. San Antonio, Texas, Ohio.
Texas.
Sweet. That's good. a lot of family in Alaska and Arizona. There you go. I like that.
I mean, think about the storage needs in Alaska, mining towns, short-term storage needs.
Yes, Julie, this is the famous Mark Jensen that she's always like, where are you at? And I'm with Mark Jensen all the time. And she's like, who's Mark Jensen? Yes, Mark Jensen. Shane McKenna owns a product called Farms for All.
I know Shane.
That's going to save the world. So anyways, all right.
Shane is unbelievably smart.
Everybody have an amazing day. I'm excited to roll out the product, and this will be in the comments before I come home tonight. I'm super excited about it.
Thanks, you guys. Let's make some money.
All right, bye.